Thank you, friends. I go back 2004. I just came back to India from Majesco, and I think that was starting point of change in my life. Just 4 days of returning back to country, my wife was diagnosed cancer, and everything possible under the sky we did in that period of time, but somehow that she moved on from this world. And that was a lot of learning period for me. And I contacted 5 doctors, best doctors in the world, and somehow the feeling I got of entire treatment was like they were experimenting. So whatever happened, happened. After about a year, I was losing interest in my work, and Mastech was very kind to push me off. So then I had full-time something to find out, and I started doing research on health issues. And I think most of you guys have seen me in a different size. Those days I was 95 kilo, I was taking medicine for diabetes, blood pressure and high cholesterol. And while this research, one thing came and hit me at very core, that largest cause for human death is heart attack, everybody knows. Second is cancer, also known. The third came to me was a bit shocked that side effect of medicine is the third largest cause for human death today. And normally no doctor shared that information. In those days I used to take 8 medicines, 8 tablets a day. And I decided I should come out of this ASAP. And I started working on that. And about 14 months I lost 13 kg and my medicines are reduced to half. Next 3 months, further 4 kg, medicines further reduced to half. But somehow the doctors were not allowing me to completely go out of medicine. As you know, I mean, some other lately way things allopathy works. And I took a final call on myself that I said, this is enough, now no more medicines. So friends, last 4.5 years I have not taken any form of any medicines. And after that, as more and more research I was doing and I was studying various documents and I met number of people around the world, my whole thing started that whoever has come out of cancer without any formal allopathy, I would go and meet. So I went and met Louis Hay in US, then went and met Dr. Venn Dyer in US and attended their programs and then met number of people. And like, you know, it says, Karwa Banta Gaya. Slowly, slowly I got enrolled with more and more people. As I came out of that, I got confidence a little bit. Exactly at the same time, my mom was told to do kneecap surgery. And I said, will not do that. Let's try and do what I have just now, learned. Today she is 82. We didn't do surgery. She is fine. Those days she used to walk with a stick. Now she is completely independent in spite of age. Most of guys know my driver Vijay. His son was diagnosed with cancer. So he wanted to do his surgery in private. We did all that possible. But he inspired me. He says, Saab, tum jo karte ho, can you do on my son? So we did that and his son was recovered and he went back to his native. 2.5 years, he was fine. Maybe unfortunately, he got relapse of cancer at very severe, at 7 places in the body. Finally moved on. But those 3 examples in the same period of time gave me confidence. So cutting long story short, I'm running a wellness center in Parla from last 4 years. I'm blessed that so many cancer cases where medical science has taken off hands, I'm able to support them, and hundreds of diabetes reversal cases. So my focus is personally to reverse any disease without any form of medicine. During this journey, my life was going through a lot of change because constant research and type of new people I used to meet brought in a lot of change in my thinking and my day-to-day life. At some point I shared with my daughters and my father that why don't you look at little different way of life, change in food habits and change in lifestyle. And I think somehow that they were also seeing me completely with these changes, so they also adopted that. So our family relationship dramatically changed. Further to that, I shared with my brothers and sisters. My elder brother had diabetes. He's out of diabetes now. My younger brother somehow was not getting convinced on that, so we left it at that. But our relationship at larger level also changed. And then I shared with my friends, and it like kept on happening. And some point I got a desire that I should take this message to world at larger level. How can I go and connect with more people? Because today I'm seeing use of medicines is becoming rampant all across. And if that is the cause, like most of the people try and take medicines to come out of disease, whatever ABC they are suffering from, not knowing that this could be a cause for your own death. Given this thought process was on and I was working on this, I met two gentlemen. One is Nipun Mehta and Jayesh Patel. Both these guys are strong Gandhian, based on Gandhian principles and philosophy working on. And somehow I got connected more deeper with them. And Jayesh Bhai inspired me to take this message and walk and talk to people. And Jayesh Bhai's work is in Ahmedabad primary is organization is called Mood by Love. So he believes that the love is the only way you can connect with people. And we were chatting in one of the day and he talked about the challenge what we are facing with all our neighbors. Pakistan is anyway known very big way, but all China, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, everywhere we have challenge. In spite of our country being such a rich in value system and culture. So he said, Yogesh, why don't you walk to Pakistan? At first level, I said, yeah, that was also, I had desired to build a context. When I was just 8 or 9, my father had brought in a guy at my home. Guy's name is Satish Kumar, and I think I would invite you guys to look at his video on YouTube. Satish Kumar had written a book after walking from Rajghat to USA. बिने पैसे दुनिया की पैदल सफर. So when you are 9 or 10, you have so much thing to do. There was something like that I had in mind. But anyway, usually in your life flow, you forget some of these things when you pick up at very young age. And through Nipun Bhai, I met Satish Kumar again in 2012. So that came back to my mind, and a lot of things happened in between. And finally, I decided that I'll walk across. So from last Christmas, I started walking from my home to my wellness center, which is 16 kilometers. So I used to walk for almost 3 months, daily morning. Then I extended my walk to Pune. Then I decided to walk to Ahmedabad because that was the place most of actions was happening. And the day before, Jayesh Bhai calls me up and says, Yogesh, walk this time without money. And I have butterfly in my stomach. Because in the current life, I had seen that book. Those gentlemen had walked 2.5 years without money, but that was in 60s. In today's life, to walk without money was like, even I had my own challenge, but he pushed me a little. And at a point, he says, Yogesh, any problem, I'll get you connection in 2 hours, but just move and come without money. So 29th of March, I left Bombay. You're tuned for car or certain level of lifestyle. Pick up 2 clothes and put in backpack, and I left Bombay without knowing who is going to feed me, where I'm going to stop first day, whatever. But those 20 days were like very transformative days. Not a single day I had any problem. Like in younger days, I had learned about Atiti Devo Bhava in books, but this was the platform I could see it live. And gave me such a level of confidence that any next walks, I'm going to continue without money. And then I shared with my family that I'm going to walk to Pakistan, and I want to walk also to Bangladesh, China. And there was a very strong resistance from family. My father, who is an inspiring person to me in my life, even because of his age and with 2 daughters at home, he was also raising concern. My younger brother was very strongly no, no, no. But I could understand everybody was saying no because of concern for my daughters particularly. But so much blessing that both my daughters were so strong. He said, Daddy, you go. We'll take care of ourselves. We'll take care of grandpa also. You go. And that was the real point of inspiration. I said, now, no seeing back. And we decided that from 2nd October, I'll walk from Ahmedabad to Pakistan and close on 30th January at Rajghat. So anyway, combining both the phases of Bombay, Ahmedabad and Ahmedabad till Jaipur, we have completed 106 days, walking 2,900 kilometers without any money. And normally, like in our society, when we say Muslims or Sikh, there is some antennas, certain stigma goes in our mind. And we have been very categorically, wherever we had chance to meet and stay at Muslim's house or stay sometime in mosque or stay in some Muslim family or Sikh family, we really focused on that. And we had some amazing experience throughout. I'd like to just share one experience and I'll close on that. One of the day in Barnala area of Punjab, we were walking. And normally, two of us were walking and my driver Vijay will park a car at a good parking point and then come back and join with us. So he parked car at a particular point and came. He parked at a point, somebody's house was there, just at outside of his house. And that Sardarji noticed that this guy is leaving his car here and going back. So he was very suspicious. So he observed, Vijay walking. He came out and just saw Vijay walking. And when he went out of vision, he started looking inside the car. He was a little concerned about why bomb koi chhod ke nahi gaya, something like that. Then he calls his brother. There were 3 bungalows in the same area, 3 brothers staying together. His brother came in, he said, Saab, my car has a sticker of Shanti Yatra, World Peace Walk. He said, nahi, this guy looks to be decent guys, but they were still suspicious. They called the third Sardarji. So all 3 guys came in, he brought in a torch and started looking in the car, kya hai gaadi mein? He says, doesn't look like. By the meantime, we come back. And this guy says, sir, aapka gaadi yahan aap chhod ke chale gaye, kuch problem hai gaadi mein? I said, nahi, this is what we do. And the moment we said we are walking for peace, he said, just come in our house, take snacks and chai, coffee, pio. And as we got into engagement, the guy was so much happy. He says, sir, aap yahin reh jao. I said, nahi, those, it's just 7 o'clock in the morning and we have to still walk up to next 4 hours. He says, where you will stay? I said, next place was to be Bilaspur. I said, we're going to stay in that village. Kahan rahoge? I said, pata nahi kidhar rukenge. He said, why don't you have car anyway? You reach Bilaspur and come back. He forced us so much. He says, if you want, I'll send my car also, but you must come back. So we went back, and the type of reception we had got, he actually accumulated a lot of people around from his village. And like some of those villages are very prominent to be in army. That village is very strong in army. As a matter of fact, father of these 3 Sardarjis had got Paramvir Chakra and he was participant in 61 war, 71 war and 65 war also. And he had then called some of these guys, army guys. It was like big jashna in that day. And like entire image about Sardar community, normally I had image that typical Sardar will be a non-veg eater and a drinker. And this family was completely vegetarian, no drink, no smoke, and Sardar in a real sense. He explained to me definition of Sardar, his father, when he spent time with us. So many times when you see from outside it's a different thing. When you get connected closely, guys are completely different. So, I can keep on talking, 106 days, like every day we stayed in some villages. Amazing experiences. Like I intend to write a book over a period of time, but seeing something live. As a matter of fact, Rajasthan, we walked 41 days to Rajasthan. We walked during Diwali vacation time. As a matter of fact, we had put on weight in spite of so much walk. The hospitality of Rajasthan, I normally don't eat sweet because by choice I'm vegan, so I don't eat milk product. But itna like घर में से एक नहीं 4, 5, 6 आदमी, they'll force you. And like typically in our own house also, when we are alone, we may be eating simple thing, maybe a single 1 or 2 item. But when you have guests at home, during those 30 days of Rajasthan, Diwali, that vacation days, was really, really tough. The way, you are joining a family. And that was the time, most of the time, we stayed with some individual people. Like many times we stay into sometime Gurudwaras or maybe Jain temples or a Shiva temple or a Krishna temple. But during Rajasthan walks, most of the time, those vacation days, we stayed with some families. And you have been so much pushed for, eating. You are doing something good, and that's the way they want to contribute. So, my friends, these 106 days are like the best days of my life, I can say. And intend to walk, thanks to Master and Sanjay's personal request. I have left from Jaipur and come back. I intend to go in next 2 or 3 days, and start back from Jaipur to Ahmedabad. And as originally planned, will close on 30th January. I mean, my Pakistan visit is open. Given the situation there, I'm also playing low. But as and when it happens, I intend to go and walk and meet many friends. As a matter of fact, 22 people were waiting for me to at Wagah border other side. But because of various challenge and visas, could not happen. So let's see whatever happens. And after this tour, I think we also learned a lot in this period, how we can engage with people, how we can connect with people. My plan, everything goes fine. Next year, from 2nd October, I intend to walk to Sri Lanka. In the year after, to Bangladesh. Let's see how it goes through. Thank you.